woke up this morning and I was like, damn, you one sexy motherfucker. Oh yeah. Truck driver's life.
Hi, Alice. Hi, Christine. Hi, Angela. Hi, Diane. Hey, Kay. How's everybody this evening? Hey, Robert.
Hello, Frank.
How are you this evening, Robert?
Pretty good.
That's good.
Gum. Somebody called me on chat. Well, I just guess they're just gonna have to wait. Well, they did. Huh? How's everybody doing?
Doing all right now. That's good to hear, Henry.
Well, they still ain't found that ex-wife's son yet. Hey, Daryl and me is thinking that he took a permanent swim in the Spokane River.
Yeah.
He was pretty depressed about his mother dying, and Daryl said he had her picture right up there where he sat in front of the computer, and police has come got the computer and everything else, trying to piece it all together. And me and Daryl is thinking that he missed his mother so much that they just overtook him, and he decided to commit suicide, and just waiting to find, waiting for closure.
Yeah.
And and he's been missing over a month now. So it's bad situation. Yeah, been kind of worried about it. Of course, there ain't nothing I can do about it, but still, it don't keep you from worrying.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for his uncle. I used to go hunting with his uncle a lot, and boy, got so daggum old, we can't do it no more. And we got some fond memories with Daryl, the uncle, and fond memories of Steve. It sad situation when you get so daggum depressed that you want to do away with yourself, and possibly did do that. It's just a crazy society we live in, Frank. It's crazy. And he was, stuck to stuck to his mother like glue. Everywhere she went, he was right there.
Yeah.
And it was, he was, she made him dependent on her. That was the case scenario here. And so I guess it just was so dependent that they just couldn't cope with it. But like I said, we've been really worried about him. Just like Daryl said, he said, I'm expecting them to come to the door saying that they found his body in the Spokane River. And at the point that nearly everybody jumps off the river at is there by the falls, that they found in the river. Since I've been living up here for 37 years, everybody that has committed suicide, the point of entry was there at the falls. But if you Google Spokane Falls, downtown, you'll see that's pretty treacherous water to even think about going into. Ain't nobody that's ever went off that thing that was ever, was to survive it. Yeah, I got my beard all trimmed up a little bit. Looked a little bit.
No, it looks so good, Robert.
Looked a little bit better. Yeah, we've been kind of watching, the series of Asian women, building their uh, off the grid in Asia, in the tropical forests. And I'm telling you, some of them women by God is a whole lot more what do you say, resilient than some men are. I mean, they go through quite a bit of work torture as far as that's concerned of them doing stuff. I ain't never seen anybody that looks like they're workaholics like what they are. They're constantly on the move doing something, going up in the forest, getting bamboo, trees, hauling them out of there on their shoulders, uh, building uh, their hut units. It's crazy.
Yep. Hi, Pat.
Most people wouldn't even dare go up in a situation like that. Like, why in the world would they want to go up there and live like that for? Shoot, they got a better, simple life and better life and healthier life than what we do here. Well, I ain't even got no inkling what I want to have for dinner tonight. Kind of bad when you in that predicament. But oh man, I ain't been getting too much sleep here lately.
Say, Robert.
Huh?
I was talking to Robert Leader.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to go to sleep one night and sleep till at least for 8 to 12 hours without budging. That would do my body good.
Yeah.
Oh man. Uh, I guess Dennis found him a new house.
Yeah, he did. Hey, Darwin.
Seen him, clean it up and make it, really nice. It's got a nice lot on it, big lot, from the way it looks.
Yeah. He's got a nice property.
Huh?
He's got a nice piece of property.
Yep. I wonder if he's renting that with the option to buy or something.
I don't know, Robert. Hey, hey.
Hello, everybody. I sure love all y'all, that's for sure. My caregiver sure fixed me a good breakfast this morning.
Awesome.
That woman can cook French toast better than anybody I ever seen cook French toast. She's a whiz at it. Add them flavorings to it and stuff. Oh my gosh. Sometimes she puts a little ginger in it, a little cinnamon and a little pumpkin spice and apple spice in the mixture. Oh man, that makes it taste better. And sometimes she'll put peanut butter in between them, and I put syrup on it a little bit, and that makes it really good. If I got any strawberries or fruit or something of that nature, I put that on it. Yeah, we've been kind of hanging loose here at the house, not doing much. Hope things will break loose where we can get moved to Arkansas, but I don't see that coming anytime soon. Cotton picking court system down in California is is not being very kind. And not wanting to do the right thing for them to do, leave that sister alone and settle it up with everybody else and worry about her later and tell her that she don't deserve any more of the estate because she already stole $100,000 out of it. That's what they're wanting to do is prosecute her, and I guess before they settle up. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Something wrong with that picture somewhere. But I think we'll survive. How's little Hunter doing?
He's doing okay, Robert.
That's good. He's a cute little feller.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's gonna grow up to be a handsome young man one of these days to give them gals out there little heartbreakers. Yeah. Well, I wish everybody else would kind of get on here for a little bit. I guess there's nobody out there wants to get in here.
The code's been pinned. So, hi, Terry.
Uh, well, I tell you what, on my smart TV, I got on got on the uh, uh, Trucker'S TV website on YouTube, and just like I put a post on there, I said, you better not do anything wrong uh, or have any
Yes,
kind of
guys.
record or
City.
something and try to sneak on Trucker's TV. I said, because I said, it's all over the web. I said, yep, it's all over the web. You can't do anything and get by with it if you do that.
If you guys get a friend request from anybody, call them out. Ask them if they sent you that friend request. They didn't send you a
Oh.
friend request. Block 'em.
But I'm telling you, you know, right now, there's a video being made of me and you on here, and it goes on YouTube. As we're on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, it's public record.
Okay, if he comes in here, he'll be blocked.
Yeah, but I don't care. You know, I ain't got no bad record.
Oh, you're
They,
welcome, Dave.
uh, well, shoot. Yep, I see where our live chat is on right now on there. It's just as live as it can be.
Yeah, yeah, it's live.
Yep. Yeah, I've been watching quite a bit of this.
Hey,
Hey there, Robin.
hey,
How were
what's up,
you doing
Buttercup?
there, sweet pie?
Not much. What's up, Buttercup?
Well, you see, I trimmed up, got my beard all trimmed up.
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
I decided,
I,
man, I got to do something.
hey, Frank.
Hey, Robin.
Hello, Hunter.
He's doing all right. He's up there watching his tablet.
Mm. So, what's going up with your move, Robert?
uh, uh, like I said, the court system down there in California kind of playing a little game, you know, here. They want to prosecute the the sister that got $100,000 out of the estate before they sold the property. There's money in the estate, about 140,000, but there was 100,000 in the bank, and one of the sisters took and ran with it, and they're wanting to prosecute her, and the court system, I think they're waiting on that and whatever. But I told them, I said, you don't need to depend on that. You need to just go ahead and settle it on out and tell her that she got, you know, more than what she deserved by taking it out of the bank account, and tell her she'd already got her money, and go ahead and settle up. But that's what they're waiting on.
Well, don't you have to move out of there?
Well, if the state don't come in and get us a Section 8, called 1st of April, they've already are going to increase our rent $140 more than what it was before, and they just keep upping it and upping it and upping it, and it's going to put us homeless because we can't, afford to live, unless we do get help from the state on Section 8 or something. And when we're working on that right now, as we speak, we got things in the works, but who knows?
Well, good luck on that. When I was in Florida, it took like 3 years for me to get Section 8 approved. So, and then I had my medical issues, so I didn't even take advantage of it.
But kind of messed up if you don't know the truth about it.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't your landlord know that we're in a pandemic?
Do what now?
Don't your landlord know that we're in pandemic?
Yeah, but you see, the state of Washington lifted that, that rent price freeze. So now he can do just any daggone thing he wants to.
I know ours is going up $100 in November, but he gave us a year's notice.
He didn't give us but 2 months. That's
Wow.
it. So,
hey, aren't you disabled? Aren't you guys disabled?
Ain't we what?
Aren't you all disabled?
Yes, you bet you. I got a caregiver.
Yeah, why don't you try calling American Disabilities Action Line and see if they can help you?
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah, it should be in your phone book. It's American Disability Action for They have rules and guidelines for people with disabilities that landlords cannot take advantage of you.
Well, by God, this idiot is trying to take advantage of just about anything and everything he possibly can.
Well, it's worth a phone call. It's worth a phone call to see what they say.
I'm going to first thing Monday morning.
It's ADA, American Disabilities Action, I think, or Association or something. Okay. It's ADA. Yeah, it should be in your phone book.
Let me get me a pen and write that down.
Your caregiver should know it too.
Things are getting just a little bit too these people get just a little bit too brazen, wanting to run over people like that.
Well, I'll look in my books here and see if I have the number over the weekend, and I'll look and see, and I'll tell you.
Okay, I got right here. I'll got the name of it,
Okay.
but
American Disabilities Act. Yeah. American Disabilities Act. ADA. You should be able to find it in your phone book, but I'll look and see if I can find it.
okay. But well, I'm telling you, you know, eh, these people are crazy nowadays.
Diane, I'm doing okay. For most of you guys probably don't know, but some of you already know. Um, Monday, my wife had a CT scan done. Um, Wednesday, she got the results. And it's a possibility my wife has cancer.
Oh
Oh
Um,
no.
my,
they're going to
so
be doing
sorry
a
to hear.
biopsy on her next week, I do believe, on I think the 4th of next month to um, um, to actually. I'm hoping that it's not um, to see what is actually going on. So it's been rough for me the last couple of days, and on her. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing a little bit better. I talked to Pastor Jerry earlier today. Um, I'm doing okay. Um, being positive about it. She's being positive about it. So you know, um, I'm doing all right. Seriously, I'm doing all right. It was just a blow. So we both are doing okay. So um, it kind of sounds like I'm kind of down in the dumps a little bit. I kind of am, but I got to hold my head up high.
Well, you
I
have
can't, I
every
can't
right.
let this, I can't let it get to me. So,
You have every right to be concerned. You were just dealt a big blow, and I mean, you have all my good thoughts with you and your wife also. And
well, yeah, I know I have the right. It's a big blow, but like Jerry told me, I got to keep thinking positive. If I don't
one
think
day at a time.
positive, that's how I have to be. I have to be positive. Um, I gotta let I'm not trying to preach or anything like that, but I got to let the know um, pray to the man upstairs um,
Yeah.
and everything. So um, you know I'm doing okay. We both are doing okay. Um, we're kind of hoping and we're praying that it's not, but according to the scans and everything else, that's what it's actually pointing to. But sometimes some of these scans can be wrong.
Yeah. Well, y'all be in my prayers for sure.
So
Yeah,
we're hanging in there. We're doing okay. I was going to start the stream um, Wednesday morning. I was typing everything in until my wife called and she asked me because she's at work in a half past or how soon can I come there and pick her up. Um, that's when she got the results. Excuse me. Yesterday I didn't stream at all because she asked me not to. Um, we she wanted her words was that she wanted to spend every second, every minute, and every hour with me yesterday. And all we talked about was all the scenarios, you know, um, all the good, what direction. So, we're not going to go that direction. We're going to go the right direction. We're not going to um, think about it. We just talked about it, and we're just going to put it in the man's up, in his hands upstairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was only fresh. You got to absorb it. So I'm sure she wanted to spend time with you and help you guys get through, the little conversations of things together.
So,
But
like I said, the biopsy would be, like I said, I do believe on the 4th next month.
yeah,
So,
it's not next Friday. It's a Friday following. So 2 Fridays from today
we'll
is the
find out um, for sure.
right.
And once the results of the biopsy comes in, I will definitely let everybody know what the results are.
Okay. Well, like I said, I will definitely keep you guys in my prayers for sure.
So,
Just take it one day at a time, 1 minute
well,
at a
that's what we're
time,
doing.
and just keep, whatever time you can together.
Well, you know, um,
I mean, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be positive. I just
I know.
was saying that
Thank you, guys.
enjoy your time that you can spend together before the biopsy, and God hoping that it's just something different.
Amen.
So we'll just wait and see. You know,
Yeah.
Now we'll
Yeah.
pray that God will perform a miracle here for you, Frank.
I'm sure that he will because we've been blessed. He's blessed us in so many ways, and I know that he'll bless us with this. And
Plus your blessing in return to you took in Hunter and you're taking care of a lot of people, even you on these streams. Like me myself, I appreciate y'all doing the live streams because I'm homebound most of the time. Luckily, I was able to go down to Georgia and be with my mom this past weekend. After 3 years of not seeing her was a blessing. Tim drove down there for us to go down there, and it was difficult being in the chair, but I made it through, and we plan to go back in April to see her again because she just moved up to a retirement community in from Florida to Georgia. Because
so
I don't
we
think
talked about, me saying anything to you guys about it. She brought that up, and I told her that was her choice. She
mhm,
wanted me to or not, and she knows that I consider you guys, as family as well. So
right.
um, that's the reason why I'm talking about it. Like I said, I talked to Pastor Jerry today. You know,
Plus, the more you talk about it, it kind of helps you get it off your chest a little bit sometimes too.
well, I talked enough about it. I really have. I've talked an awful lot about it.
Okay. Sometimes it helps to talk about things too, so that's what I was trying to get at.
Uh,
I have I haven't been on much the last couple of weeks because I've been busy with more tests at the hospital, and then we went and visited my mom. And then this week I'm trying to just recuperate from the long trip. So sorry I missed out on a few things that were said around here, and everybody doing well and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't been on lately.
um, Father, we ask that you be with Frank and his wife and the family. We ask that you just really rain a really good blessing upon them by the biopsy being negative, or I mean, yeah, being negative instead of positive, or whatever that that they think's going on. And Father, we ask that you just put your loving hands upon Frank and his wife and Hunter. God, just put that blessing right where it counts, where the healing needs to be done. And Father, we ask that you just do this for Hunter, for Frank, because they do need their wife and mother. Father, we ask this in your son's name. Amen.
Thanks, Robert. What I mean by um, me and my wife being blessed is because my our oldest daughter um, gave birth today to a baby girl. So that's what I mean by we are being blessed. So
Oh, congratulations.
so
Yeah.
that's what I mean. By us being blessed, being very very blessed. You know, um, I got to see pictures of my new granddaughter. Um,
Hug
so,
that little precious angel for us, will you?
oh, Hunter. Oh well, Hunter's a little bit jealous. You know, what kid, what kid's not.
I mean, put all kinds of huggings on that little precious girl.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, he's already told me, that he's the only baby. So
Well, now you have a baby boy and a baby girl.
yeah. So that's what I mean. That we are being very blessed. You know that the Lord has been blessing me, and my wife. We got a baby girl now in the family.
Oh, that's so special. So, congratulations very much.
Yep, I appreciate it. So that's what's keeping us going and staying positive, and you know not talking about it, and what's going on. My wife. Now we're staying positive. We're talking about our new baby daughter. Granddaughter.
It took the focus off and put it in a happy time.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. By the good Lord being blessing us. You know.
Love and special gifts that we get from God. They are precious.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love my grandson, and I'm gonna love my granddaughter.
And actually, God knows
Equally.
when you need things like this at times that you need them.
Uh, Diane. That's gonna be my wife. She's the one that's gonna do all the spoiling. Um, I was already told I can't spoil this one. It's her turn to
Oh,
spoil.
really? Oh,
So
really?
my wife gets to spoil her. So since I got to
I'm
spoil
sure.
Hunter, so
I'm sure you're
um,
gonna do a job of it anyway.
but how us grandpas are. We're gonna do it anyway.
She'll have you wrapped around your little pinky.
She already does.
Mm. I can hear the joy in your voice when you're talking about her.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard how Janet's doing?
Nope, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Mm, I'll have to private message her later, I guess, or over the weekend.
Anybody here, let us know.
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
I'll be back in a
What
minute.
did you say? Okay. Thanks, Diane, for letting me know that Janet's okay.
Yeah, Tim, I will.
Oh boy, I'm back. You see that spot right there on my hand, Robin? That bulge right
Yeah.
there. They said that I can't get that operation done here in Spokane. That if I get it done, I'd have to go to Seattle.
What is it?
It's called Viking's disease, and it's got the leaders drawn up, and it's drawn my
Probably is.
huh, and it's got my finger drawn like this, away from that other one.
Can't they drain it?
No, it's a leader. It's got some kind of calcium deposit that's drawing it,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and it's like I said. They said that the only place that they could operate on that would be send me to Seattle.
That's weird.
Yep, sure is. And I was thinking, you mean Spokane ain't got the doctors to do it here? It's crazy. Kind of sad. Boy, and I want to tell you something. That sucker hurts too sometimes. Hurts plumb all the way
Yeah.
up into my daggum wrist. It acts like carpal tunnel, but it's not. It's something else. And they call it Viking's disease.
Never heard of it.
But you look it up on the computer and it'll run you right to it and show you uh, more of a uh, uh, blowed up version of it.
Oh, okay. Hi, Robert Leader. Hi, Mary.
Yeah, hi everybody out there. Y'all are sure fine people. Love y'all.
Ain't that the truth, Robert Leader? He wrote, "Ain't no sunshine when JD's gone." Janet.
Need to get Janet back to some little sunshine, right?
Mm, it snowed here this morning.
It did.
Yep.
Here the other day, seen they had some more tornadic weather there in Alabama.
I'm in Tennessee, but we were under tornado watches the other night too.
Thinking, boy,
The wind was really horrific the other night.
yeah, sometimes that daggum hand gets hurting me so bad, I just grit my teeth and bear it. Boy, it must be nice to be young. I seen this gal, this Asian gal's building her house off the grid. Boy, she was sitting down and she just got up just with both of her feet, didn't even put a hand down. I'm thinking, boy, that sure is agile. Ain't gonna catch me doing that no more. Yeah,
Where's Kathy?
she's in there laying down. She'll take her relaxing pill and she'll go in there and get in that bed and I guess maybe around 12 o'clock and she don't get up till maybe 9 o'clock. That's reason her days and nights are mixed up because she sleeps at day and can't sleep at night. She done got her body all messed up.
You have the house all boxed up already, mostly to move.
We got, you can see boxes right there. We got a bedroom full of boxes in there. It's
Oh
nearly
wow.
packed up, and so all we got to do is kitchen and some bedroom stuff and the bathroom stuff, and that's it, basically.
And pictures off the wall.
Yeah, we ain't got but a few pictures back there behind me, and some up over there close to the ceiling, and over
Hmm.
there, and now him over there. That's basically about it right here in the living room.
Well, you're about like 80%, 75% packed up, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah.
Hey,
So I got one bedroom completely tore down and packed up,
mm,
and got to get out there and get the shop all packed up. Got some a shop out there at the there's some tools in it that I want to give to the grandkids and give to my stepson and not stepson but my uh uh dadgummit, son-in-law and uh,
mm-hmm.
and my stepson down there. I want to give him uh one tool, and that's my table, Craftsman table saw. He'll really love that.
Well, they all need to come and help you get all finished boxing it up. Then they want to know the rewards. They got to help.
Well, I was traveling about 35, about not 35, but 2,500 miles.
Um,
I'd be putting too much effort to get up here. But that's the way life is.
where are they at?
They're down in Arkansas. Well, stepson is in Greenwood, and the stepdaughter is in uh, Fort Smith, and that's where my son is at. As like I said, it would they would have to travel quite a bit of miles to get up here.
Um,
But that's the way it goes. Giggler, I think he's still on board by helping me load it up on a flatbed and getting it down there. But you know, we'll see when the time comes.
I'm sure he'd help you. If he said he's going to do something, he usually does it, from what I understand.
But
I don't see him he'd back out of helping you, that's for sure. He doesn't seem like the type that would back out of helping you.
this gal's putting on corrugated sheet iron roof on her daggum hut that she's building.
Where are you watching?
It's called ANH Bushcraft, and can you see that on the screen there?
Not very well, so.
But anyway, it's a bunch of logs that's laying there, and that right there's a house
Oh.
out in the bush. She's got a sheet iron roof on it, and there's the wall that she's building out of little big wooden dowels. The walls, the outside wall, And of course, it don't get hot. I mean, don't get cold where they're at. It's in the tropics. And I
Mm.
thought she was going to go out there and get some uh, palm leaves. That's what some of them puts on their huts. But she chose to put that corrugated sheet iron on the roof. But I'm telling you, some of them are pretty daggum crafty and pretty smart stuff that they do. I ain't never in my life have I ever seen women work that hard.
Hi, Curtis, if you're still here.
They call it Oriental or Asian women uh, uh, bushcraft. Uh,
Mm.
and boy, I tell you what, you get that on your smart TV and get pretty well educated with it. And some of the stuff that they build is very beautiful. And they produce their own gardens. And there's one gal that found a spring, and she took the bamboo and and put it there in the spring and
Mm.
and ran water through the bamboo all the way to her house.
Oh, wow. Hey, Tanya, I see you in the comments. Hi, Arnie.
And they got fresh running water 24/7. It never runs out.
Yeah, I've seen something like that before.
Oh, Arnie. Oh, Tanya. Oh. Right, Army. Yeah, this is where you can sign up for an adoption.
Yeah, put me up for adoption. I need adopted. Oh me.
Tanya, why don't you come in and join us? Hi, Faye.
Faye's another one of my sugar boogers. I think Faye got her a new boyfriend. I'm not for sure, but I think she. Hope he's a good Christian man and treats her real good. Man, the places that they put these at. They got beautiful rock formations and bluffs and and stuff that nature around where they build them, man, it's so scenic. Some of them just got a bedroom and a living room in them. That's it. And they're plenty happy with it.
Is that Hunter I see? There's the little man.
Howdy, howdy. Kathy finally got up.
Hi, Kathy.
That's Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hey,
What you doing?
not much of nothing.
Old man.
I'm sorry.
Said, what are you doing besides talking to the old man?
I'm just laying here.
Yeah,
Hi, Hunter.
I'm going back to laying down too.
Okay. Hunter.
Back to watching Walker.
Wow. She cut that
So?
palm tree down. She must be wanting some food out of it or something. Yeah, she got a banana. Yeah. Got a stalk of bananas out of that thing.
Hey, little man. Oh, I like those red glasses. Those are cool. Where'd you get them from, Hunter? Those look cool on you.
Yep, Arnie saying hi.
This one.
Yeah, right there's Arnie. Right there. See?
It's a
Yeah, you see Arnie? He's saying hi, Hunter.
Oh, he's right there.
Yep, he's right there. He's saying, he's saying, hiya, Hunter.
Hiya, Hunter.
I'm this one. I want
Huh?
first.
Yeah.
I want this first one.
Yeah.
Oh, you put it this first.
What do you want me to do?
This one.
Oh, see, right there. See, that's Hunter. See, right there's a one. Right there. He said, hi, Hunter.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
Arnie's right here.
Right there.
Yeah. See? Says Arnie. See? He says, hiya, Hunter. Here you go, baby. ETPs.
Hunter, you're so cute as a button.
He's a cute little feller.
You look tired.
Yeah, he's tired. Oh, hang on.
You know what, Hunter? I'm kind of tired too.
Up. Look, even Tony said hi, Hunter. Oh, get there. Yep, she's even said hi. See right there? She says, hi, Hunter.
Here's my name.
Yeah.
There are two H's.
Yep, see right there. Tony says, hi, Hunter.
With Arnie.
Where's Arnie?
Yeah.
Arnie's up here. That's it, right there's Arnie.
He's right there.
Yeah, right there's Arnie.
There are two right there.
Yeah,
See, all three. There are two.
yeah, and there's Tanya. She says, hi, Hunter.
There's Tanya.
Right there.
There are two Tanyas.
No, it's just one Tanya. She's right there. Diane says, hi, Hunter. Faye says, hi, Hunter. Tommy says, "Love your glasses, Hunter." Oh, uh-oh. This is going to be Arnie.
It's right there, see?
Yep, he's right there.
You know that I am coming in here.
There he
Hi,
is.
you.
You asked for, you shall receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will come. I will come.
Okay.
Let me put you on my speakerphone. Don't go away here.
No.
Hold on a minute.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Don't go away.
Don't go away. He can't hear you.
No.
I'll be able to hear you in a minute. Hold on now.
Hang on.
No, 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 no.
Oh, no. Okay, we'll put you up here. We'll put you up on the shoulders. Huh? You ready?
Now I can hear you. I had to take you off my Bluetooth for a second. We're getting kind of weird. So, hi, you.
Can you hear him now?
I hear you now.
He can hear you now.
You give Papa hugs. You give Papa hugs, Hunter. Okay. You give him hugs for me. Okay.
I will. You see? You see?
See, I came on, Hunter, just for you. Just for you.
Daddy. Okay, ready to get down? Okay, hold your arms up. You tell him good night. There's your buddy.
How you doing, Hunter? How you doing?
You ready? Okay, tell him night.
All right, night, buddy.
Okay, ready?
No, I don't want to. No, you hot.
Sweet
Like
dreams.
I told him, you ask, you shall receive.
Sweet dreams, Hunter.
That made my day right there. That made my day right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's worth every minute of it right there. I tell you right now.
Oh yeah.
So congratulations, I hear, is in order for you, huh?
Yeah. Grandpa again.
Well, you kind of knew that anyways, though, right?
Yeah. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting on mine too, seeing if my daughter's gonna pop. Should be any time now.
Yeah, she popped today. Just gotta wait on that that biopsy stuff.
There you go.
And like I said,
Happy Friday there, Jack.
I talked to Pastor Jerry today, so.
All right, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, well, I'm just sitting out there now. We're fighting with the wood stove. It's being a butt.
Oh,
So, yeah, well, it's kind of getting plugged up inside there, and ain't cleaned it out here in a couple of days, and so the upper chimney part's like leaning to one side. So, it is what it is. But it'll be going here for too long.
yeah.
But I don't care. I'm still sitting out here in my little moo-moo, 36 degrees or whatever it is out here. I don't know. Oh, what's everybody been doing today? Nothing, just hanging out?
Yeah, hanging out, looking at the idiots out there.
Well, I don't have far to look because I'm the only idiot comes out this far. I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about, Arnie. We was talking about that earlier on the phone.
Yeah. Well, I just spent, I'm going to say about 45 minutes or so going through the things that people want me to post, and put up on the fans page. And some of these things are so stupid, it's not even funny. One of them just happened to be the little part of a little convoy out there, and all it was a bunch of cars driving through an airport for one of the videos, and then the other video showed guys standing there in front of their little parliament or whatever. They weren't doing anything other than talking about getting arrested for whatever it was that they were doing. and whoever this guy was that was live doing his little video, I'm like, I watched this thing and went, that had to have been the most stupidest thing I have seen for a protest in my life.
Oh.
You know, and then listening to all the crap, I went, I'm not posting that. You know, and I realize that everybody's got their own little thing. But it's like, if you've seen some of the stuff people put out there for me to approve on the page, you would not, you'd be going, well, what kind of people are these? I mean, what is the point of some of the stuff that they put out there? You know, and I'm like, I don't even know if this person that posted it just watched it. They probably just posted it because it had something to do with the convoy. And I'm like, you need to see this stupid stuff, you know? And I went, even though I agree with what they're doing it bass backwards. They're driving in circles. Well, the next video literally showed them driving in circles, going around the airport. I'm like, you're plugging up your whole country by driving in circles. I said, that makes a lot of sense. How many people did you just put out of work or, you know, can't catch their flight to wherever, you know, whatever the case may be? I said, no, and he's like, well, you know, we're the ones that got fired, so we got nothing better to do. And I'm like, that makes a whole lot of sense. And just because you can't work, you're going to go fuck somebody else's shit up. That makes sense.
Hi, Nana Cheryl. Hi, Rooster. Nana Cheryl said hi, everybody.
Yeah. My long lost friend. I know, go rubber duck, huh? I know. Yeah, see, Mr. Rooster had him a hot date on the phone. So let's see how that all played out. Hopefully everything went good. If you started breathing hard, Rooster, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have issues. Okay.
Gonna have to
throwing
shut
that
him
out there
down.
for you. You know, Jergens, aisle 6, Walmart. You know, KY. You know, aisle 3, Loves. I'm just saying.
TMI.
Yeah, got that right, Robin.
You know, and Diane was talking about used cucumbers, but they were frozen in the snow. So I'm just thinking this could get interesting real quick here. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's Friday night.
What is this, Cheryl? But I do solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I faithfully discharge the duties of the honorable fairness, integrity, and diligence, and that I will uphold fundamental human rights according to equal respect to all according to the law. Okay, that was kind of cool there, Cheryl. You know, I guess if we were a, you know, kind of a diplomatic kind of a thing on this here platform, I guess that would be okay. But, you know, we pretty much ain't. This is an open forum. You come in and talk about what you want. As long as we're peaceful about it, we're good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Jeff, try it again. What was going on when you pop in here? For some reason, you keep on popping out. So if you want to try again, try again.
Well, I'm at 25%, so I'm going to have to leave. God bless y'all, and y'all have a good evening, good night, and I hope you sleep tight.
All right, hey, bud. We'll talk at you.
All right, Robert.
Okay.
Oh, that's the name of that. Come on in here, Jeff. I'm getting to wait in line.
Yeah,
You just got to hang out for a minute. That's all you got to do. Just wait till he sees you. All that good stuff. Anybody else want to pop in here? Otherwise, I'm gonna sit here being bored as hell. You know, it's Friday night. Supposed to be doing something. Jack, you didn't take your lady out, Jack. You was going out for wine and thinking about dinner date tonight. But you didn't do it.
Okay, I'm in here now. Want to give you guys
you're in here?
Shout out.
We're good to go. We're good to go right here.
Yeah. Wanted to give you a shout out and just let you know how much you guys mean to me. That you guys are a window on the world with all these travels and stuff. I used to study atlases and maps a whole lot when I was a kid. So seeing you guys travel all over the place is quite fascinating for me. You guys literally run this world.
Yeah.
We'd be dead without you guys. So I wanted to hop on, give you that
Well,
shout
I'll
out.
tell you what. When you start watching all the drivers that come on here, and all the streamers and stuff, I want you to notice the different things in each country that gets shown on here. Whether it's New Zealand, England, I want you to look at how their countries are set up, and imagine, if you will, that everything that started here in the United States started from like England, New Zealand, Australia,
Yep.
all that kind of stuff is where everything started. Now you go prehistory, and then you start looking at like the castles through the coastline of England, Germany, Russia, all those kind of things. And I want you to look at the similarities on how the times have evolved, the things that are going on, the building wise, the freeways, the infrastructure. I want you to look at how their stuff is versus how we got here, and take a good hard look at some of the things that we don't have that they do, because there is a lot of things that they have that we do not. We do not incorporate those things that they use over here.
Yep. I'm certain. I'm sure there are a lot of differences and stuff. I know in New Zealand, it's kind of freaky with them driving on the left side like they do in England, and their roads. Yep. I don't know what's we have our super highways here in the U.S. A lot of the roads are they got to be real careful driving those, because those are narrow little 2 lanes, most of those, especially in New Zealand.
You look at the infrastructure on the actual roads, and when you look at it, their roads are a lot better than ours, and in most of the other bigger countries. When you look at the highways and stuff, they don't have the same problems that we've got here. Well, in a nutshell, it's because they don't have the quantity of people driving on them like what we've got here.
Yes.
And you don't have that. It's like using different materials, for the parts of the world that you're in. So they have their own formulas. Making cement, making asphalt, they have their own formulas, to where here, the stuff that we do, we're still stuck making, sections of freeway 10, 15, 30 feet, you know what I mean? To where they've got the machines over there that can do hundreds and hundreds of feet at one time, and so their roads become smoother and better, and don't do the same things that ours do.
Oh, my. I'll tell you what, some of those streams I've watched, especially with the lift straws, when they're rolling down on some of those southern highways, and I hear those trucks going over those bumps and stuff, I'm thinking, holy cow, how can they drive on those things? So many potholes and patchwork and everything. It's terrible.
Yep. Good night, Rooster.
Right,
yeah. Hello, Brenda.
Hey,
And
Brenda.
What's up there, Mike? Well, so wait, is Tanya going to bed too, or is that the only one? It's just Rooster, right? What am I?
Rooster.
Okay. My comments are like that. They're backwards on my ass over here, so I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Charles.
So yeah, you take a good look at the infrastructure of all the stuff. I mean, if you look at, we don't really have any Canada drivers, other than like Dennis driving up in there, and a couple other ones that do go across, that kind of thing. But we don't have it. But the roads that are in Canada are actually in worse shape in a lot of places than what we are. It's almost like driving on a 4-lane back road. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is, because of how much snow and the weather and that. But at the same time, when you get in the cities, cities become a whole different story. Almost kind of like here, in a sense. So all these places that you see, look at it, and for what it's worth, not just a video. I mean, look at it and that in the bigger picture,
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I just wanted to get on real quick and just give a shout out and let you guys know you guys are the best. You're keeping this country moving.
I appreciate that.
Right.
And even though I mean, you hear the talk about the convoy that's going to happen in the United States, all that, it may or may not. I mean, you don't have somebody running this. It's just, everybody's coming up with their own webpage and do this and do that, follow this route, follow that route. There's nothing in black and white says, blah, blah, blah. What they want to happen is what their main agenda is, and that's like the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and the 6th to be up there in Washington, that kind of shit. Now, like I said, how many companies like Walmart or Amazon or pick a mega carrier do you think is going to let somebody drive their company truck up to Washington, D.C.?
Oh,
You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no. No,
And you don't have the owner operators that we used to have. You don't have the guys that are lease trucks that can afford to do all this. I hate to say it, even if you got a lease, you know, when you don't pay it, you got a bigger bill,
no,
you know, and
yeah.
and so the odds of this, you know, moving up the food chain for the president to sign something, you know, everybody's got their own little things for COVID in their own state, you know, and no offense, I don't really care for the president and what he's doing and how he's doing it, but that's neither here or there. The people are what vote this crap to happen, and you can unvote it, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
and when you
for
push
sure.
it up the food chain, you got to know what you're doing. And so my thoughts on the whole thing, I agree with what they're doing, but they're doing it bass backwards. That's the way I look at it.
Well, yeah,
You know?
it's all just that's what happens. You go grassroots like that. It's mostly independent. The intentions are good, but then it just disintegrates. You know, it disintegrates and goes downhill about as fast as it
Right.
as
And
fast as it started.
I'll throw another scenario at you right now, and you look at the stuff that's going on overseas with Russia and Ukraine. Everybody's seen it on the news and the rest of it. Could you imagine if all the drivers are on strike and all of a sudden shit happens and everybody starts going to war? I hate to say it, the countries have been without food for however many days. You know, they'd be real easy to just like walk in and take them. You know what I mean? You have to look at the bigger picture of shit, and I just don't see it. I just do not. You know, there's nobody behind them as far as in any form of government. And I've had the conversation, and all the drivers on Truckers TV saw me have this conversation with this guy. And he was one of the big wigs from one of the big platforms saying, you know, we want you to be a part of this. And I said, no. And so when I started putting him on the spot about all of his different agendas, and he wants each individual city or state or neighborhood to govern their own kind of crap. And I said, so when I read your stuff, I said, as I read it, I said, it gave the communities, each one had their own little right to do what they wanted to do. I said, okay, let's take, for example, one thing. And I threw it out there. I said, slavery. Let's say one community wanted to have slavery. I said, because of your rules, they have the right to do that. I said, even though it says in your main thing that, no, you don't want this. I said, I'm throwing it out there. I said, and it doesn't matter if it's slavery. Doesn't matter if I want my own church there or a cult or whatever it has, you know, whatever the case may be. When that community wants it, you have to let it happen. And I said, so if you do that per community, I said, how many communities you think there are in the United States? And you're going to have that many people. I said, who's going to be in charge of all those communities? I said, because you're going to have somebody if we're all going to have the same rules. I said, are you trying to, you know, bypass the government that we have in place right now, Congress, the Senate, the president? You're trying to bypass all this? And I said, it's in place for a reason. I said, the laws are already there. You're just too stupid. And he goes, I'm 73 years old and I've been doing, you know, and I went, I don't care how old you are. I said, you voted this stuff into play. I said, bottom line, I said, now that it's there, you're not happy with it. I said, so because you didn't read what you voted on, I said, you're stuck with this. I said, they didn't change any of the bullshit before he got in. He got in and he changed it. I said, and you knew that these are the things that he was going to change because he told you. I said, so think about it in a nutshell. I said, and you just back this up, president per president per president. They follow suit with the guy before him. I said, and there's only been a couple that have not done that. I said, now, with that being said, I'm very, very fluent and very, very familiar with all of those shit that happens in politics because it concerns me very, very much. I said, with that being said, I do my history before I start doing stuff. I said, so if you don't understand um, any kind of the agendas or any kind of the amendments or any of the bills that they're passing, if you don't read the stuff that's there, I said, you're going to fall right into it just like everybody else. I said, because they hear them talk and they hear the shit come out of their mouths, but what comes out of their mouths versus what's on that piece of paper in black and white are two different things. And you didn't see it and he got you and this is what you got. I said, so do yourself a favor. pay attention to what you do and vote the right things. You know, read the bullshit. If you don't understand it, not in a little pamphlet. I'm talking about the shit that's in black and white that they have to push before Congress as a bill. I said, to place it in law, you have to vote on it. I said, so if you don't read this, all that little fine print that's in that bill, you're just getting the big picture of what they're talking about, not that the $500 million toilet seat's going to get installed in the White House and you're going to pay for it. I said, but you voted on the bill saying, hey, we're going to cut your taxes. I said, but well, they're getting the White House is getting a $500 million toilet seat. I said, so watch what you're doing. You know, I said, pay a close attention to these things and you have the right to view these. I said, they're anywhere. You just got to know what to do. And I said, so that's my take on all of it.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yep. For sure. That's the reason a lot of these elections don't go the way we want them to go in the first place. Everybody's voting on emotion. They don't take the time to really delve in, to do a deep dive, just get, see what they're voting for. And then they complain about getting duped later.
Yeah, well, I've heard all the little stories about people saying, oh, you know, my great grandparents were slaves. And I said, you realize in 1968, everybody could vote. Black, white, women, men, you had to be 18. That's when they made the law after how many, 200 years of all the bullshit, whatever. I said, in a nutshell, in 1968, when everything changed, I said, from that point on, every single person in America was free and able to vote for their shit. I said, so from 68 till now, what did you do to make the fucking country better? I said, you didn't. You followed suit. And I said, what they did back in 68 is they combined three different things: your food stamps, your welfare, and your medical, all in one bill, and you voted it in. Here it is this many years later, and it's all fucked up, and you don't know why. I said, because they combined them all. That is why. I said, when it was a separate entity, had no problem. Everybody had health insurance. Everybody had fucking food stamps. Everybody had bullshit. I said, you combined them all into one. Go look it up. I said, from that very day, that's when everything became fucked up. I said, because they couldn't separate it anymore. I said, and because of what you guys did, you screwed it up for what it is now. I said, I wasn't around back then to vote. I said, you guys were. I said, so when you want to pass the buck on to me saying it's my problem, I'm going, the problem started long before I was here. I said, but this is what you need to do to fix it. And I said, here's the problem. Not everybody wants to fix it. I said, some, the rich and famous and all the rest of them, like the way that this is because they're making money off of what this is. I said, but the rest of us are going, hey, you guys are getting free this for becoming office, $500,000 jobs, $1 million jobs. And we're sitting over here talking about minimum wage. Ain't went up in however many years. Federal minimum wage never went up for how many years. I said, but you guys are getting raises up the wazoo, lifetime insurance, lifetime this. I said, what is wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
I said, period.
Yeah. By the way, I like your 007.
I hate politics.
Yeah. I like your 007.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I like James Bond.
So. Well, that's kind of what they started calling me. They called me the 007 for a while. Then it was Wizard. They've called me a lot of different things on here. And I said, I'm just a normal everyday person. I said, I may know a lot of shit because I've been around the block a little bit. I said, but I do my homework on shit. I don't just fly blind by the seat of my pants and hope I'm going to make it across the street here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I said, so the things that I've been through in my life that I have seen, I said, my forecast on what I think's going to happen, atypically, that's what happens. Mm-hmm. And I said, so, you show me something else out of the outcomes that there are the things that are going on with the world, and I'm going to say, when they started talking about having all the ships outside the ports and that they couldn't unload them and they couldn't this and they couldn't that. I said, you realize that all those things that are out there, it's not food. It's not fruits. It's not vegetables. It's not meats. That was all your Christmas shit. All the presents that come from Taiwan, China, Japan, Korea. That was your Christmas shit sitting out in the ports and they wanted it in the stores. That's what that was. I said, any of the drivers out here that are driving can tell you what comes in those containers. You see it all day long: TV sets, VCRs, watches, jewelry. You know, that's not food. You know, and it's like you need to rethink what you're thinking. You know what I mean? And when they say, "Oh, there's a driver shortage," maybe a little bit. And it's not that there's a driver shortage. The problem is they can't get the goods out of that place fast enough to put them on a truck to get them gone because of the rules and regulations with everything that has to happen.
Yeah, and those countries
So when
that
the
you
drivers go down
mentioned,
to the ports,
yeah, those countries you mentioned, we're so far in bed with them. I mean, that's a big part of the problem itself. You know, we don't have. I mean, we have to focus and on products that are made here in this country. But when you talk about our dependence on
right?
imports from these countries, and a lot of them just with histories of terrible abuse and everything else, with and the way their governments are, that's a big part of the problem as well.
Yeah. Well, you look at the thing they shot down with the pipeline, and that came out of Canada all the way down through the center, all the way down to Texas. When they shot that down, what they did was kept fuel prices exactly where they're at. Because if they bring fuel straight down the center of the country, it doesn't have to go to the East Coast to the Texas to get refined and then back to California. It goes right from straight to Canada to Texas and then gets refined and goes wherever it needs to be. All your major refineries and everything for your fuels are basically on the coastlines, California, Florida, that kind of thing. And when you divide that in half by putting a pipeline through it, basically what you did is just cut the fuel cost, the cost in half. So they don't have to drive from Washington down to Florida to, drop fuel. They don't have to go from, New York to LA to get fuel. You understand? And so the it got designed that way. And when it got shot down, I was just like, well, there goes your $5, a gallon fuel prices. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to amount to.
That's exactly what it is out here. And don't get me started about California, because we have those $5 gas prices right around the corner from where I live here. My wife gets gas at the Chevron here, and it's astronomical what it's become here. And our government continues to block off all of those resources that are off the coast there that we could have easy access to that refinery. And
when I grew up in LA, way back when, the cheapest that I ever remember seeing gas prices when I was a little kid was 35 cents. Oh. And then when I got about 15, 16, it was about, give or take 50 cents, maybe 75 cents for a gallon. Minimum wage back then was about $2, $2.85, somewhere in that neighborhood, an hour. Okay. So if you think of the price, minimum wage went up to $15 an hour. And then your fuel prices followed, so 3 times the amount that it was from 75 cents back then. And then now you're up to $5. The only thing that happened is the price of everything went up, if the actual minimum wage, nothing. It's exactly the same as it was when I was a kid. The only difference is now you've got a little bit more, different taxes than they had when I was a kid. You got the different kind of like corporate taxes and things like that. But for the most part, it's all the same. Now your restrictions, all that stuff has changed way bad. Okay. I remember growing up in California, we didn't have all the smog. About in the 70s, I'm going to say in the 70s, there wasn't very much. As the 80s and 90s rolled around, it became crazy because everybody was going there, and trying to move there to make it. And now I go down to the same neighborhoods where I grew up, and you've got bars on the windows, bars on the thing, go inside of a bank. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Glass everywhere. You go to Taco Bell, you got to reach around a glass to get your tacos. You know what I mean? And it's like, I've seen it. I've seen how it has changed, and I'm like, God, that is what people have become accustomed to, is living like this. They think this is normal shit.
No, it isn't.
Nope, it's not at all.
Wherever the population goes, crime goes. And whenever the amount of people get paid increases, the cost of living goes up at the same time. And as a
Yep.
result, you never make enough money on minimum wage in order to survive day to day.
Right. So what ends up happening is the guys, like now, they get COVID, and their job sends them home. They get paid for, being at home with COVID. And if their company shuts down because of COVID, now they're making money off of sitting at home. And I'm like, no, that's the government giving handouts because they don't want people to work. What is that?
And that's
Or
on,
is it that?
that's on the back of
Socialism.
the taxpayers too.
All right. So
That
where does
leads
that
back to
leave you? Is that like,
socialism.
is that a communist country? Because that's kind of what Russia does. They pay their
Yep.
citizens a wage to
Exactly.
go to work, and you know what I mean? And they pay them to stay home. They give them the same, whether they're working or they're not. And
Mhm.
so with that incentive, fuck, who wouldn't want to stay home? You're getting paid, I mean, you'd be a fool. Why would I go bust my ass for 8 hours to make the same thing this guy's going to sit on his ass, make the same as me? It's like, where's the logic,
Except I kind of took a lower paying job, and my unemployment as a result got cut big time. I went from making
Yep.
almost $4, let's see, $400 a week on unemployment, down to $210.88 because my current boss that has laid me off, he only paid me $13 an hour when minimum wage was at, I think it was $12 an hour or $12.50.
Yep.
So as a result,
I'll tell you, when they started handing out money to everybody, out of all the COVID relief crap they sent to everybody, I got one check. That's all I got out of all of it. Everything else I got taken by a different state or federal or whatever, simply because of other things that have gone on in my life. So it went from one agency to go pay another agency. Okay. And even though they weren't supposed to take it, they did. And I went, how does that work? That's like state paying federal. They're two separate entities. One doesn't deal with the other, but that's what they did.
Yeah.
And once I started looking at that, and I went, wow, I mean, that's how it works.
the
That is
federal
what
is
they do.
actually
And when
bailing
they
out
get
the
away with,
states, the liberal states that have
yeah,
caused all of their economies to go into the garbage, the federal government is
yeah.
turning around and starting to bail them out because of all their screw ups. That's
Well,
wrong.
that's your politics. That's how it works.
Yep, sure is.
Yep. And I probably
I
live. I
hate to
live
say
in
it. I
one
don't
of
know
the
if you
worst
guys.
of those states here in
Well,
the backyard.
you're old enough to remember Reagan with his
Mm-hmm.
speech when he said it's trickle down economics.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I hate to say it, the guys at the top are going to keep making, the guys at the bottom ain't going to be making.
Nope,
And
because they
it's
don't want to
trickle down. So
trickle
by the time, right, and so because you can't do that. So when you look at the guys that have got all them federal jobs, federal employees or whatever, federal income, that doesn't really change per se. But when they can vote their own pay raises and that kind of thing, I kind of have issues with that,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't get to vote our pay. They
No.
vote what we get. It's not the other way around. And I'm like, how does that work? How does that work?
That way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I noticed, Arnie, you're in.
So
I noticed, Arnie, you were in Arizona. I have a aunt and a cousin that live just on the other side of the state line in Gallup, in New Mexico. Lived there for quite a number of decades there.
Well, I can tell you this, from me being here, coming from a big city to where I'm at right now, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I would
No,
not.
that's beautiful country there. I've seen some of your streams, going through the eastern part there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful country.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. If I took my camera out and showed you my little town, and you'd think, oh, well, what is it? 8 o'clock over here, that you'd have, traffic just running up and down the road. Everybody's going shopping, grocery, this. And I'm like, I could go out there and sit for 10, 15 minutes and see one car,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, and it's like, you know. So I mean that's what the difference is.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hop off here,
Yeah.
guys. I just wanted to give you a shout out and let you know how
Man,
much I appreciate you guys.
that's what I'm gonna do. My hands are freezing sitting out here yapping, smoking a cigarette. So if anybody else wants to hop in, you know, Frank and Tanya's out there doing their thing.
Okay.
And I
Good
think
night,
Tanya
guys.
asked a question. Hey Arnie, how do you turn off closed captions on a laptop? For the StreamYard or for just in general? Because if it's in general, you have to go to the little settings that are up in the top corner. Sort of like on this page right here. If we were on this page, you'd go up to the dots, or you'd touch the screen or whatever, and the closed captions would be in those little settings that are on this screen. And that's what that is. So you can actually ask Cortana. I'm not going to say, you know, she'll answer you, but she will tell you how to turn off closed captions because it's right there in your settings on the screen.
He's trying to play with the damn thing.
And you guys were talking about all the ships off the coast and the way that our economy's being affected in the pipelines. A lot of that has to do with the group that is known as the Cabal. And the Cabal is actually a lot of the world leaders and stuff that are on cahoots in order to try to bring the world around to socialism, where they can all control everything that everybody does in the world, and they will be the big honchos. And
yeah, that's a portion of it. Well, we already done proved we can take care of ourselves. We can export just to do it. But even with the reserves we've got, we're not going to run out anytime soon. You know what I mean? It's just a question of whether they want to do it or not.
What we need to do is we need to get people in our government that will actually tap into our reserves and not try to shut them down all the time like they are right now.
Well, in case you haven't seen, even right now, they just bailed out the government from being shut down.
Yes, they did.
They just did it. Just right. So, and you can see if that's the deficit they've put on the American people.
It is.
I said this a long time ago, and I'll say it again. Let's say your deficit is $15 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
If you divided that by the number of people in the United States, how much would it cost every single American, whether you're a grown kid, an old adult? I'm talking everybody. If you had 5 people in your family from 2 years old to 80, whatever, how much would it cost every single person? What would you have to pay off $15 trillion so that we wouldn't be in debt?
$15,000 a person.
Right. There you go. So when I asked that question, and I'm like, so when you think about that in a nutshell, how is a 2-year-old kid going to come up with 15 grand? Right?
They're not.
How is that even going? They're not. I said, and even in their lifetime,
excess of what we need in order to survive.
Right. But at the same time, the government could wipe all that and say, we're not in debt no more. Quick. They sign it in the paper.
That is a felicity, because actually our monetary system used to be backed by silver and gold. They eliminated that in the 1960s. Okay, they got rid of that, and now it's all a promise note. And our promise only goes as far as our government will allow it to, and it's worthless right now.
Right.
And
well, you think about this
on our manufacturing and what we can.
Well, you think about it in a nutshell. We're the ones that print the money. We're the ones that put the money in circulation. You know, and I hate to say this, in essence, if just like the president pardons a prisoner or pardons a country or pardons a whatever, they can do the same thing if they wanted to, but they choose not to. And so when they do that, they have no how do I do this? There's no financial gain for them, so they don't want to do it. You know, they stop that right at the door. So when you even if like what I just said right now, if you approach that to them, they go, oh no, we can't sign that off. We can't write that off. And I'm like, well, fuck, you write off a toilet seat. Why can't you write that off? You write off that fucking military fucking plane that crashed in the ocean. You wrote off that boat. You wrote off the fucking da 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 da. You gave forgiveness to a whole fucking country that owed us money. And I went, why couldn't you? I said, your logic makes no sense to me for some reason.
I
You
know.
know?
I know. It's ridiculous. What they want to do is they want to bind us with this debt that they caused for us, and in order for us to be in servitude to them. They
Tanya
want us
sees
to
the
be.
link pinned, but it's blank.
Let me just use the term slaves. They want us to be their slaves to our government. In the end, that's what they're aiming towards. And then they
I agree.
Whoever has the money controls everything that's going on.
Yeah, for the most part. But
Pretty much.
there again, all you gotta do is vote and change that.
I know.
All you
But
gotta do
the
is vote.
Democrats are trying to even make it so that the voting system's so corrupt that we can't even rely on the voting system anymore. They're trying to make it so that everybody can hand in a mail-in ballot, okay, without even showing any identity, without showing any proof that they are who they are. And then they can turn around, fill out another ballot, and hand it in another person's name, and even use like gravestones, and let dead people.
Yeah, their voting shit's definitely changed over the years. Because I remember when I first started voting, I had to have my driver's license and a social security card, and that's how you had to vote. And so I had to walk in there with my driver's license, social security card, and then I could vote. And then as you got older, well, you just needed a mail-in ballot and you sign your name on it and you're good to go. They, came out and did a census, and they know that so many people live here, and if you get above that, then they start questioning shit. And by the time it was all said and done, it's like your whole shit went down the tubes. You know what I mean? Just straight up down the tubes. And so I'd say it. You got to give everybody a freaking an identification card to be able to vote.
Exactly.
And that's as simple as that.
Even just a driver's license. If you don't have your social security card, all you have to do is be able to give your social security number without having to think about it.
Yeah. Well, the new driver's license has the little stuff that they can fake and they can copy and, but at the same time, if you did that, let's say, for an example, most driver's license, you can see a cop now. It's like a credit card. They can swipe it. They've got your information. Well, at the same time, I hate to say this, but you couldn't have 5 or 6 people living at the same address unless, they did a census and come out there and said, okay, you got 5 or 6 people living at this address. This is their names or whatever, And I said, so by the time you start to vote and it does their thing, if the shit don't jive, you got to redo something,
Yeah, but a lot of times
that's simple.
Overlook it. They turn their back and say, well, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so crooked.
All right. I hate to cut you guys short, but I'm bailing because I'm colder than I'll get out standing outside out here. My fingers is cold and I'm blowing fog. So time for me to go back inside, warm my ass up.
I hear you.
So anybody else, Tanya, hop in here. Frank, get in here. Whoever else wants to hop on, you know how to do it. Push that button down there at the bottom of StreamYard. Come on in, guys. All right. I'm out. You all have a good one, huh?
Hey, you too, Artie. Arnie. Hey, Frank.
Hey, Jack.
How's it going?
Going all right.
Not too much. Just thought I'd hop on because there's some political chat going on here that is kind of right up my alley about the way that all the pipelines are being shut down and the way that everybody's creating a situation where we're relying on the rest of the world for our energy resources when we got plenty ourselves. We have so much we can be independent and still be shipping more out to the rest of the world. this Russia thing where they're saying, oh no, the price of oil is going to go sky high because we're relying on all these other OPEC nations. Guess what? We're the biggest OPEC nation in the world. We have the reserves off our East Coast. We have the reserves in the Gulf of Mexico. We have reserves in the Anwar reservation up there. We have reserves all over the place. We can draw our own oil. We can refine our own oil, start up the Keystone pipeline, work with Canada, and we can become so independent that the rest of the world can go shake off, and we'd be all right. You know?
Yeah.
We are the most powerful nation in the world for a reason. And yet, here we are, cowering to the rest of the world. It's wrong. You know? Am I right?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, we can become totally isolationist and let the rest of the world fight amongst themselves, and we can just go about our own business if we ever so chose to, as a country and as North America, the North America all together with the United States and Canada. We could just forget about everything else and let them destroy the monetary systems and everything else willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Just like they are, but they're dragging us down with them. And it's wrong.
Welcome back, Brenda.
Huh?
Saying welcome back, Brenda.
Yep. Oh, I love it. Someone said that Trump was the only one cowering. Wrong. Sorry. That was wrong. No. He was actually, let's see, who said that? Oh, Carolyn? Yeah. I'm doing good. Sorry, Tanya. I mean, I know you shouldn't really go into politics, but sometimes people got to discuss some things that are a little touchy and stuff. I mean, you can't just, hide under a rock for your whole life and try to
previously allowed to compete for and given opportunities. So right now the courts are in a flux.
Jack, look at him.
Hey, Henry,
Got his
what's he
glasses.
up to?
Got his glasses on. He's still squinting up at the screen. How's Jack today, bud? How you doing today?
Good, good. You?
Oh, not bad.
That's good. That's good.
Another day.
Henry.
Yes, sir.
If you could, please turn down your TV a little bit,
Oh,
please.
yeah, I apologize. Sorry. There we go. I'm only listening to Lara.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I'm not listening. I'm watching her.
Yeah, I just have difficulty hearing, so I can't really hear Frank that well, actually.
That's all right. That's all right. I can do that. I
Yep.
have the technology. It's called the remote.
But yeah, anyways, I was giving out resumes today. I had a couple places that said they're not hiring right now, but when they become hiring, they'll give me a call and they'll onboard me right away. So my reputation precedes me as being a hard worker and all, apparently, and stuff like that. So a lot of people would like me to work for them. And I stopped at one place, Chris's Cafe. The owner said he's selling the place. He wants to sell.
Buy
And
it.
it's at a reasonable price.
Buy it.
Oh, man, if I had the money, I would. Trust me, I would buy that in a second. $75,000.
Never know. Might be a gold mine.
Well, I'm trying to get my mother. I'm trying to get my mother to do it for me.
Yeah.
She makes you think about it.
Trying to be
I'm
secret
terrible,
about
aren't
it. Trying to be secret about it. Come on.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I
dear.
have so much fun running my own restaurant.
Is that what you do? Your line?
I'm a cook. I'm a
Oh.
chef.
Oh, wow.
So, I know how to cook food that, well, whenever anybody's ever tried my food, they've never complained about it.
Yeah.
They critiqued it a little bit, but they never complained. They always said it was really good.
You give me directions to your house. I only live in Maine. It only take me 6 hours to get there.
I can make a really good omelet. I can make really great French toast. I mean, my French toast is king.
Yeah. I can make a good bowl of cereal.
Henry, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
They call me Ramsey.
Oh, you guys are killing me. I can make a real good glass of chocolate milk.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah, just add a little syrup to it, a little milk, give it a little stir. Man, that stuff is so good. Anybody would fall for that.
It tastes just like Oaker's Dairy chocolate milk.
Tastes like dairy and a little chocolate mixed in. Man,
I got to have the chocolate cow to make that chocolate milk.
Yeah.
You guys get Oaker's Dairy down there?
Do we get what?
Do you get Oaker's Dairy products down there?
Not really. We got
I figured you had
Crowley sometimes. We got Garelic.
Now, do you have? No, I don't know.
We get a couple.
I don't know if Hannaford goes down where you are.
Oh, Hannaford, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hannaford usually carries Oaker's.
We do have Hannaford.
Yeah, I used to work for them up here in Maine.
Oh, wow.
I used to deliver all of the main ones. I used to go down to the Boston marketplace.
I used to work for Price Chopper, and I'm the one that came up with the Market Bistro Market 32 idea in 2007. And they took the idea, they ran with it, and never gave me anything for it, except for a thank you letter and said I was.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your information.
You're lucky you even get that. And I was like, really? A multi-billion-dollar idea, and I got to
slap in the wrist.
I got to how you like me now.
Yeah, and the slap in the wrist.
And I was asked, oh, can you please not talk about it anymore? So you know what I said? Do I at least got bragging rights? And you could hear a pin drop for a little while, and then. That must be Dennis.
It's gotta be.
You
know when stuff pops up like that, it's him.
Yep. And
ask him for some onions. You need some onions. You ran out.
And then I said I do have bragging rights, so I told him I was going to brag away, and they haven't shut me up since.
You should
reverse psychology.
You should ask him. We're having a shortage of onions in New York. Can you get some?
Yeah, no. Hey, we can call in Dennis. He'll bring a load of onions up for us.
Matt
He might
had to
not
go.
like it, but he could do it.
Matt had to go to the Bronx today.
Oh yeah, but Matt was down there. Yep. I saw the high rises.
Yeah, I don't know what was it. The Bruckner's Bridge he went over, or the GW?
It was the GW.
That's what I thought. He was right in the traffic jam.
Yep, he was right next to the old tap in.
Because I thought I heard you on there. I saw. I mean, didn't hear you, but
He
saw
was
you.
at the GW.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That time of morning, you're going to be packed. He was down on Bruckner Boulevard, wasn't he?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over by the Sawtooth.
Oh, yeah. That was
Yeah.
you that said that?
Yeah, that was the one that said
I was wondering who.
Sawtooth.
I said I see the Sawtooth, but I didn't catch who printed it out for him.
Yep, that was me. That was the one that brought up the Sawtooth, which is a big pain in the butt to go through.
Yeah.
The Sawtooth, I always hated it.
Where he was, there was absolutely no place to park beside the street. That's it.
No.
Oh, Dennis, will you stop?
Dennis, you're terrible, Dennis. You kill me, Smalls.
Oh, here we go. Oh, God.
Oh, Dennis. Dennis, behave yourself.
What
Yeah,
the
all
heck?
right. Like you'll ever do that.
Always had the same size TV as I do.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
he's watching the same thing I am too. Don't you look at my girlfriend on that TV.
Dennis.
Only Dennis.
Oh man.
I can't even see you now. He's just gonna block us out now.
You and Black Henry?
Huh?
You're not even showing up. You're all black. You're blacked out.
I didn't touch nothing. I don't think I did. No,
you went
hold on.
blackout.
Hold on, maybe I did. Maybe it was me by accident. I don't know.
It could have been.
Maybe me.
You might have touched the camera or something by mistake.
Oh, let me see. I might have done something. Hold on. Hold your horses. I'll be back live in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I'll just have to do my thing here. Oh, man. Oops.
You can see how my nose? I hope I don't have any cliffhangers. Can you see up my nose? I hope I don't have any cliffhangers. Anybody else want to hop on and chat? Well, Henry's trying to figure out what he's got going on with his phone or whatever. I know. I'm bad. I know. Just having a little fun. Yeah, nasty. That's funny. I just enjoy doing these live chats. It's fun. Well, since you're talking about the weather, this weekend we got that nice little clipper coming through the Northeast. That's going to be coming through my area tomorrow and Saturday. Could give us some pretty decent wind and some a few snow showers, maybe a squall, coating, maybe an inch of snow or so. Then early next week, we got the first system going through. That's going to bring rain to my area and a nice, decent amount of snow out to the Midwest, out like Chicago and Milwaukee and stuff like that, and over Michigan. They can get upwards of maybe half a foot to a foot of snow in some areas around there. And then towards the end of the week, we're supposed to get another system to move south of that one in the beginning of the week. And up here where I live, I can get half a foot to a foot of snow, if not more, in some areas around here, because that's going to possibly be a coastal jumper, and it's going to blow up off the coast and throw even more moisture up into the Northeast, where there's going to be enough cold air in place for it to hopefully be all snow finally. We do need some snow up around here. It's for groundwater. It's for the summertime groundwater. Henry, you're killing me. We don't need any snow. I can't hear you, Henry. I can't hear you. Your audio.
Okay.
Okay, now I can hear you.
You can read my lips pretty well.
Yeah. I can clearly read that. No!
Just like Jimmy said. I hear nothing.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
We don't need no more. It was just 63 degrees here yesterday. Come
on. Gay!
Is that you?
You're killing us here. You're terrible, man. You're terrible.
Yeah, man. Knock it out. Go back to the Bronx.
Hey, don't be bringing us no pretty broad up on here. Come on.
I'm surprised he hasn't had to put a clip of an accent from Maine yet. Potato. Chowder.
Chowder.
Have a little chowder.
Chowder.
Going up garden, pick some potatoes for the chowder.
Potato. We got to go out in the field and pick us some potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Potato.
Potato.
Tomato.
Tomato. Yep. Yeah, I know.
Lobster instead of lobster. Lobster. Watch, he'll put something up. He's thinking right now.
I'm reading some of the comments.
Oh, of him?
Yeah, I'm checking out some of the comments too and stuff, so I can interact with some of the people on the feed.
Yeah. See, I don't have that option. I can't read nothing.
If you see a little chat flag, you can tap on that, and then you'll see at the top it says comments. Tap on that, then you can read the comments.
Oh, geez, I've learned a lot talking with you guys. Geez.
Yep, I'm teaching you.
Yeah, you're not only a cook, you're a teacher too.
Yep. Yeah, because the chat, the chat thing is the comments is usually right towards the middle of your screen on the top. Tap on that, then you can see the comments.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now you can see who's commenting and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Daily reminder. I will not pretend to like you if I don't like you. I will tolerate you. And I will be civil with you. Because there's a difference between being an adult and being fake. Okay?
Oh, Tanya, tonight's flavor is anything that anybody wants to discuss. Pretty much.
Come on in. Join the fun.
Come on in. Join the crowd.
We're having a party. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's TGIF. It's TGIF. Come on.
And
we can take up to 10 people. we can take up to 10 people on here, so we can all have a nice little shindig and a hoedown.
Oh God! You said you had to say that while Dennis is around.
Oh boy, that's inviting something, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And he can invite him on it. But
He's cooking up something for us right now.
oh yeah, he's gonna show us a picture in a minute. You wait. Oh,
Yeah, here it is. We knew it.
Why did I call that? I called
Dennis!
it. Give me kudos for calling that.
Oh man, I just had to open my mouth. I got the foot and mouth disease. Open mouth, insert foot.
Now he's gonna show us a guy with a face with a foot in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's trying to. I'm sure he's looking for it somewhere.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Let's see. I'll give him 5 to 10 minutes to come up with something.
Shindig in the park, or it's in the dark. Patty. That's cute.
Well, this is fucking interesting. I don't know what to think about this. Can you imagine having a long nose like this? And all the things that you can accomplish? Oh yeah, that's funny shit. Hey, come here. Let me...
Oh my word.
Oh, that guy. He's too much.
I told you, give him 10 minutes, he'll come up with something.
I'm sure. Yep.
I've seen
I
his
knew he would.
I've seen his TikToks. Oh my God, I sat here laughing my butt off.
Oh man, it's too much.
Oh, good gosh.
Dennis is definitely a character. I like him a lot. He's cool.
If he ever quits his truck driver job, he could make one heck of a comedian.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm kind of a situational comedian. Whereas I come across a situation and I start cracking on it. I've had people around me practically crawling on the ground. They couldn't even stand up. They were laughing so hard. I had them doubled over. They couldn't even walk. They couldn't even hardly stand up. They were laughing so hard at the things that I was saying at that time. Dying. They said, Jack, you should be a comedian. I said, well, kind of been thinking about it, but
I'll stick to my day job right now.
take my day job. Yeah, I don't want to give up my day job quite yet. Not yet. I'm still working on a few more little groups of comedy that I'm kind of bouncing around in this head of mine. But it seems to be kind of empty, and it seems to always escape.
You ever talk to Scott?
Scott?
The truck driver around PA?
Every once in a while I see him, but I get his feed every once in a while.
Yeah, he's usually right out early in the morning. By noontime, 1 o'clock, he's done.
Yep. Yeah, he's one of those early ones.
Yeah, I talked to him today, told him I was going to have an eye test. He wished me luck, and I said, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I get that, what do they call, immaculate degenerate, something. Something like immaculate degenerate. It's due to diabetes in the back of my eye.
Oh.
I went today, but every usually 5 weeks I got to go back in and have it tested because it could cause blindness.
Oh wow, that stinks. I hope it gets better.
Oh, it has been. The swelling has gone down in the back quite a bit.
Good. I'm glad to hear that because
I don't have to go back. I went back today, and I don't have to go back for another month. So hopefully it clears up.
I've told people I might have 4 eyes. It doesn't mean I actually see anything.
I told somebody I was deaf, and they said, how come? Well, I only have selective hearing. I select what I want to hear.
I always say I used to be young and dumb, but now I'm just dumb because I don't have that young to blame it on anymore.
Yeah, when they say I'm dumb and stupid, I just tell them, no, it's my age. It's getting to me.
It comes with the age.
Yeah, as I age, I get dumb.
Well, I'm not quite at the age where I can blame it on my seniority, my senility. So
I had a
I'm kind of
boss
stuck
once.
right in that middle time.
I had a boss once. He says, "You know how to operate?" He said, "You know." Whoops. Gee, some crow. Blow my ears out, will you? I had a boss once that said, "Do you know how to operate an excavator?" No. He said, "Well, here's your first chance. Get in it because I want to see." And so I did it just right and everything else. He said, "I thought you said you didn't know how to operate one." I just play stupid, so nobody knows what I can do.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Well, some people would say that they play stupid. I look at them and go, "You're just plain natural." I once had this guy I worked with. His favorite thing to say is, oh. So one day I looked at him and I said, hey, you got a heck of a failsafe. You know that? He said, huh? I said, all you have to do is say, I don't know, and at least you're telling the truth. You really don't. He went, hey, you know what? You're right. I really don't know. And I said, hey, at least you can admit it.
My job supervisor said to me once. He says, "You're not stupid." He says, "I know what you're doing. You're playing stupid, but you can actually do it."
Hey, somebody actually smart. That's rare.
Tell you the truth, I never did know how to operate one, but I learned quick. I just by watching them do it, I don't really like people up and showing me how to do stuff. I like to learn it by myself and do my own. I
guess Tanya's going on Rose's feed right now, so.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she said she's going to go show some love on Rose. Rose is on right now.
That's all right.
Yep, hey, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine, Tanya.
It's fine, go. Tell
Go
Rose
for
I
it.
said hi.
Yeah, me too. Hello, adios.
Yep, I say hi. I like getting to know a lot of people on Trucker'S TV and stuff, and meeting a lot of nice people that are down to earth all over the world. It's real good. It kind of gives you some faith in humanity.
Yeah.
To know that there's still a lot of good people.
Did you watch any of that? I saw on the news. I've been watching a little bit of that Canada thing there going on. Did you see where that lady got trampled by a horse? A couple people.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they ran the horses right in the middle of the crowd and ran over a couple people.
Oh, that horses. They don't normally do that. If a horse is on its own cognition, it won't step on a person. It has to be driven to step on people.
Oh, it was they had the police on top of the horses.
Yeah, the police were the ones making the horse step on the people.
Oh yeah,
because horses will avoid stepping on people.
Right. But
a lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and they
won't step on a person.
And actually, they weren't doing nothing. It's the cops that instigated it all.
Yep.
I saw that. I saw that on. I have that Canada thing on my thing. I watch, and it showed them instigating it.
Mm-hmm. And I think they're trying to break that up, the authorities up there. But no. The thing is, they might break up one group, but more of a form because
I think it was sad that they're going after the kids and their animals.
I know. It It's wrong that the people up there are being ignored by the government.
Yeah, he ain't even come out and talk to him. He don't care.
Nope, he doesn't care.
It'll be the same way once if we get one going here. It'll be the same way. Biden will be hiding in the basement.
I hope that our convoy down here makes a real difference.
I hope so.
You know, I really do hope that the convoy that we have down here makes a huge difference.
If
And
it does,
also, we should have truckers go to every state capital and do protests at all the state capitals. We should have trucks just go to the state capitals and close them down.
to tell you the truth,
know?
I think Jimmy knows the family of our governor because they're from up where he used to live here in Maine. I think not Jimmy, Dennis might know him.
Yeah, but we should have truckers go to every state capital and protest at those capitals, because it's not just Washington D.C. It's all the states. They all need to wake up and realize that we, the people, are the ones that they were hired. By us voting them in office, we hired them to do a job for us.
Right.
Not for their own interest, not for their party's interest, but for our interest.
Yeah,
as
it's
the
funny.
American people.
It's funny because our governor here in Maine doesn't really need the money because the fact that she was a former DA and her brothers and sisters are doctors and lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really need the money, and one of them runs our main turnpike up here.
So it's all in the family.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
You know,
that happens a lot, actually. A lot of government officials have family members in the government too.
Yeah.
I used to work for Columbia County for a little while.
Yeah.
And stuff. I used to work in the solid waste department and the highway department. I got those jobs because of connections.
Yeah.
Yep, because my family's kind of connected down in this area. They don't like it that I say anything like that, but it's true. My stepfather's an assistant district attorney for Columbia County. So I'm kind of connected in the county. I also helped to save the Hudson Correctional Facility when I was younger. So I know Mark Molinaro. He's running for congressman for the 19th district of New York. So I know him. I think he owes me a couple favors. Hey, it's nice to have a politician in your back pocket sometimes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other politicians around here, they all know they owe me too, because I saved their hides when I saved the Hudson Correctional Facility. And I also am a firefighter in Columbia County. And the Friends of Alana were trying to get the Blue Hill Tower, that Columbia 911, they have radio communications on that tower.
Oh, okay?
Yeah. So the Friends of Alana were trying to get rid of it. And I went to the meeting where we were trying to fight for it. Some of my fellow firefighters said, "Jack, don't stand up. Don't say anything." What did I do? I stood up. I gave a nice speech right off the cuff. No preparation, just like I did for the correctional facility. And I turned around and I told them that we need a tower because they weren't going to make it taller. They were going to make it wider so that they can put more equipment on it. And I told the Friends of Alana, I said, and even Winston Churchill, who built Alana for his wife, okay, which is not the historic site. Winston Churchill was a shrewd businessman, and he supported the community. If that tower had been in existence when he did the paintings, he would have included that made sure to include that in his paintings
Yeah.
because he supported the community. You see? And I made that whole speech. I got the biggest standing ovation in that meeting, just like I did for the correctional facility. And the other officers there, the other fire officers, backed up everything that I said with their own information, just like I had happened before. And then they turned around and approached me later after the meeting, and like a couple of weeks after, they said, "Hey, Jack, thank you. You saved the Blue Hill Tower." I looked at them and said, "You're welcome." So I'm pretty good at if I have something that my heart is into, I fight for it.
Yep.
After the election, I did a post on Facebook. They took down my post and they put up a reason why. Guess what it was? That my post was true and it made liberals look look like morons and liars. Yeah, they said it made them look like liars and idiots. That's the reason why they took down my post. And it was true.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't. I died to this day. It came up on my memories. So of course I had to take a photo shot of it.
Right.
Screenshot, so I could post it on Facebook saying, "Hey, look, I did a post that was true." And it made them look like liars and idiots. And that's not hard to do sometimes. Loved it. Oh man.
Yeah, right
Oh,
now.
Diane. Diane said this isn't a history site. Diane Frank said, "Oh, that's not right. You had connections." Oh, please, Diane. Sometimes connections come in useful. It's not that you should use them willy-nilly, but when it comes down to it, and it's something that is necessary, like for your livelihood or for the good of others in the community, then you can pull your connections together and you can get the clout to get the thing through. That's the thing about connections. It's not for really so much your own gain, it's for the gain of others around you. But a lot of people use it for their own gain, and that's it. And that's wrong. Am I right, Frank? Am I right, Henry? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, as long as you use it for the good of others,
Well, yeah.
go for it. Because that's what I did in to save the Hudson Correctional Facility and the tower. I brought everybody out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
To fight for it.
Yeah.
And I got it taken care
Oh,
of.
it's just like me. I was good at playing basketball, and of course I didn't get selected, but the coach's son did, and he sucked. I was better than the coach's son.
Yep.
A lot of my buddies at school said, "Why didn't you get selected? You're way better than he was." But there it is. He was a teacher at the school, and his son made it. Which I think is not right, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
It is what it is.
Yep.
I played intramural basketball, and I showed everybody how I could play. So
It's all that matters. As long as you know that you can do it really well, that's all that matters in the end.
I was scoring 30 to 36 points a game in intramurals, and they wonder why he didn't play. I don't know.
That's wrong.
36 points a game just on a dub team, like after school, something to do,
Mm-hmm.
And I could have made the team easily. And it's funny because one of the teachers was like the referee to do the game. And he says, "Wow, Holy crap, you're pouring them right in. I told everybody I was good. I tried to tell you.
And I've also helped a lot of politicians and other people get elected.
Yep.
Because a lot of people in the area know me, and I used my visibility to help get people elected. And I hate to say it, but I actually helped to get Gillibrand elected too.
Yeah.
So I use a lot of my connections and a lot of the people that I know to help others. Sometimes to our detriment, because I didn't realize it at the time. But I do try to help others with and get them together with people that I know and introduce them and stuff like that so that they can further their own careers.
Jeez, I gotta shave this white beard. I look too much like Curtis.
Turn into a goatee.
Yeah, but mine's
Come
white
on.
like yours is.
Goatees look good.
I know, but yours is a little bit less whiter than mine. Mine looks like Curtis. I just tell them I ran out of milk and the cat wasn't around.
Oh, that's funny.
What you do, Henry? Run out of milk? The cat went around? Yep.
Yep.
Sorry.
It happens.
Yep. You know what? You know what the old saying on some of the cars? It happens.
It happens.
Well, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to repeat it.
No.
Everybody knows what the signs are on cars.
Yep. Some of them are okay, and some of them aren't. But hey, you know what? To each their own.
Yeah.
It's just like in life. Sometimes I see things that I don't agree with. The people are doing. I go, well, to each their own.
Yep.
Or I say that's between them and God.
Yeah, that's their opinion, and they're entitled to it.
Yep. Opinions are like buttholes. We all have one.
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot too. A lot of people say, opinions are like that.
People like to call people like me like to call me a complete you know what, and I said, well, I'd rather be in a whole one.
Yep.
Hey, you're a and yeah, it's better than being a complete one.
Yep.
No. Yeah, Annie was on tonight. I couldn't get on with him in time to say hi to him. I probably couldn't have got a word in anyway.
Yeah, I know. Some people it's kind of hard to.
No, I like his. I like it when
with,
he's up. I like it when he's talking. But I just want to say, hey, I just want to say, hey, how you doing? Nice to talk with you, and I like your speeches and stuff. But I just didn't get on with him in time. I caught the last end before he left.
I've chatted with Arnie a few times and stuff, and
well, you were tonight,
and messaged with him a few times and stuff. He's a good guy, and he likes me. And
yeah,
that's because he looked into my background and stuff, so he knows about me because he researches. he looks into people and stuff to figure out if they're good for Trucker'S TV or not or whatever.
Oh, I'm sure they looked at mine.
Yeah, they kind of check on people, make sure that they're all on the up and up.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
No, I don't. I have no problem.
I'm a straight person. I'm a straight shooter.
Well, saying sometimes that's a little bit up to question.
Oh, here we go. Frank, I hope you're not listening. Don't listen to him.
We all got to be a little.
Frank,
wackadoodle.
Frankenati, don't listen to him.
Every once in a while, everyone has a little wackadoodle in them, but some have a little more than
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yeah.
others. And I think I might have a little bit more than others sometimes. I got a question.
Yeah. No, I just get on, have fun.
Some of the jobs I've had, I looked at my coworkers and said, well, you can't be a totally sane person to work in this place.
Yeah.
And they go,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right.
Yeah. What's her name was throwing Skittles at everybody today, man. Can't remember who was throwing out Skittles, but they were dishing them out, though.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy was saying to me, he says, geez, I got to get some fuel before I run out here. And I made a comment back. I said, it's going to be a long wait for me to get there because I ain't pushing you.
Trust me. And,
Your way out from Maine to Louisiana, don't wait for me to stop pushing because I ain't going to make it.
Yep. Some of the people they're saying Arnie's listening. I know he is. I like Arnie. He's
I
a
don't
good
care.
guy.
I don't care. I'm not saying
Without
nothing.
him, Trucker'S TV, it really wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah.
Him and Dennis
Yeah.
are the two main players of Trucker'S TV.
I get on, just have fun, chat, keep them awake, chat, make their day go faster.
Oh yeah. Of course, some of my family members, they don't understand about the whole concept of Trucker'S TV. They're like, Jack, you're not a trucker. Why are you on Trucker'S TV? I look at them and say, we're everyday people.
Yeah.
Some of us drive a truck, and some of us are fans.
I had one guy come on the other night. He says, how come you're on Trucker'S TV? Are you a trucker? I said, yeah, I am, in Maine. He says, oh.
And I've had people go, Jack, why are you on Trucker'S TV? Because I understand the industry. And I know I understand how the people work in the trucking industry and stuff. And I kind of have an understanding of what you guys go through day to day.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of feel for you guys. So I'm here to support you.
Yeah.
Chat with you and share some laughs. And
I still consider myself a trucker. I may be getting a different position instead of trucking, but I'm in the trucking industry. I load trucks and handle equipment around trucks. So,
Well, I rode with my father in his straight box.
Yeah.
Growing up. My handle was Jack Frost. That was my handle growing up.
Yeah.
Yep, Jack Frost. And I traveled all over the Northeast with him growing up.
Yeah. Did you ever come up here?
Visited with truckers growing up and everything else.
Did you ever come up here?
Huh? Oh,
Did
man.
you ever?
Yeah, I've been up to Mars Hill.
Mars Hill. I'm trying to think where that is.
That's up by Caribou.
Oh, yeah, almost in Canada.
And I've been all the way up through Presque Isle.
Yeah, Fort Kent.
Yep, been up that way, and I've been to
So you was
all over.
So you was up in potato country.
Oh yeah, potato country. Yeah. Those are some big potato fields up there.
Oh yeah, they are. That's all they do up there in the summertime. And they take the kids right out of school to help pick them. I don't know if now they do, but they did.
Yeah.
Oh God. Guess who? Jack.
Hey, Roy.
He's calling in the deer. That's a deer call. That's a deer call.
That's a deer call.
He's got one of them things you shake in your hand and go, you tip it upside down and it goes.
Uh-huh. We get some characters on here. Gotta love them.
I'll tell you who's a character that I've talked to just without even being like we are now is Giggler. Oh my
Giggler,
gosh.
oh man, that guy is a riot. I love Giggler. He's cool.
I've talked to the Rooster.
Rooster, yep.
Yeah.
Good old Rooster.
Isn't
I met
he
Matt
that?
in person.
Isn't Rooster? Is it Rooster that has Austin with him?
I think so.
Or is it Giggler? I can't remember who had Austin with him.
I almost wanted to say Giggler.
Yeah. Do they do
Yeah.
out in the Nevada and stuff out in Nevada?
Yeah.
It was
I think
Austin.
that's Giggler.
Yeah. And I talked to is it Lipshaw's? Something like
the Lipstraws.
Is that Betty and
Yes.
Dennis?
The Lipstraws.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I chatted with them earlier today. They were on.
Yeah, they were in Florida.
They were live feeding from Florida.
Yeah, yeah. They were going bobtailing.
Yep. They were heading up trying to find another load up around the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, yeah. If not, they could
either that or they were going to hit Georgia or South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, Florida doesn't pay diddly.
Oh no, it's not even worth it. He said.
Yeah, I know. 80 cents a mile.
Yeah, I know. I'm
like, that barely even covers the gas cost.
I figured out the average gas cost at 80 cents a mile. That's not even nothing.
No.
They spend
you
that
gotta
just
have
in
at
fuel.
least $1.
They'd go broke just in fuel.
Just to make it almost break even with all your expenses. You gotta have $1.20. Otherwise, you gotta have, in order to get a profit, you have to be up around $1.75 to $2 a mile.
Oh yeah.
When driving a tractor trailer.
I figured out the cost just roughly. I don't know what the cost is for fuel, but I just figured out on the average. By the time they got done going to the job, paying for fuel, paying for, I don't know if they got trans passes down there or not, but whatever. And
they got a sun pass.
Is that same thing as we got, trans passes? Yeah. How far does our trans passes go? All of New England?
I'm not sure. I've never really had to pay that. But I do know they have a sun pass down there for their toll highways. And,
how's our trans passes? Little blue things.
Well, I have an easy pass.
Yeah. We used to call them trans passes. Now they're easy passes.
Yeah, now it's easy pass.
Yeah. Stick it on the windshield.
Yep. And we got rid of all the toll booths in New York.
Yeah.
Now it's all electronic.
Yeah. I can remember you could use them in any car.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if you can now, but you used to be able to.
Nope.
You have to register in whatever car you're using now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to register everything nowadays.
And you have to if you're a company, you have to put a bond on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they want to make sure they get your money.
Yeah.
And they'll actually have your license suspended if you don't pay.
I always takes a picture if you don't pay. Go right through the toll booth and you see that little flash going like that. You know they got your license.
Yeah, I know. I know. You see that little tiny flash? All those little flashes are them getting pictures of your license
plate. As you go through, when it's turning green, they'll take a. I wave to it.
Oh yeah,
I can find. Hi, how you doing?
Hi. You're on candid camera.
You're not gonna get me this time. Try next time. And it tells you when you're getting low.
And they also have those traffic cameras all over the place too.
Oh yeah, we got those hiding up on top as we go through.
Yep. And they also have them on a lot of the signposts. A lot of the signs over the highway. Yeah. They have cameras on those. They're watching you all over the place.
I can walk down to our bridge overpass that goes to the turnpike,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a camera right there, right underneath the overpass. And I usually wave at it when I go by.
Yeah. Hey, big brother.
Because I live right on a side road, and I see that camera. I go, hi.
Yeah, I know.
I can actually go on Main Turnpike and click in what exit I live in, and it'll show like traffic going by.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my eye is red. I can just see the reflection in the. Oh yeah, she's red. Where I had my shot today.
You got your shot?
I got a shot in the eye.
Ooh.
No, I didn't get mad at the doctor either. That's why I didn't get my shot because I mouthed off to the doctor.
Yep.
Now they numb my eye, and then they stick a needle right there and go, ching, and then they do the same thing, ching. It takes that swelling down.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. It's just the initial pressure when they put it in, and yeah.
The thing I hate is those PCR tests when they stick that thing up your nose and they give it a 5 twist. Feels like they're poking your eyeball through your nose. Oh, I hate those.
When I went in for my my right leg to be amputated, they stuck one of those things for the COVID. Oh my God, I thought they drove it through the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, no.
Holy cow. I said, gee, man, you got to stop this. You're killing me.
I know. I howl my displeasure. They have to close the door because I make everybody else afraid of them. Oh! Oh, man, you're killing me, man. Yeah, whenever they see me come in, they close the doors. They bring me in the room, they close the door, they go, because I go and get my ear cleaned on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because I had a adecotomy and a modified tier 3 modified radical mastoidectomy.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have to go and get my left ear especially cleaned on a regular basis. When I go into that room, I call it the torture chamber.
Yeah.
Because he's practically sucking my brains out through my ear. So I'm in there going, ah! And he closes the door and says, hey, quit it. Shut up, Jack. You're going to make everybody afraid. I go, I don't care. I don't give a damn. I got to howl my displeasure. Man, that sucker hurts.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, man, that hurts. My mother recently had her ears cleaned out. Then she looked at me and said, now I understand. Because it's just like, it hurts like a Dickens.
Yeah.
Well, didn't say it that way, but pretty much.
Yeah,
That summed it up.
That's all right. We don't need to elaborate.
Yeah, I understood.
We don't need to elaborate.
Nope.
I can have a feeling what she said.
She's a born again Christian.
Let's put it.
And she doesn't swear. And she gets mad at me when I do. Jack, quit use those words. Sorry, Mom. Jack, I go, hey, Mom, you're a control freak. She goes, I'm not a control freak. I go, oh, yeah? You always know how somebody should live their life and freak out when you don't do as you tell them to. That's a control freak. Yeah, somebody that knows how you should live your life and freaks out when you don't do as they tell you. Yeah. Well, doesn't that kind of sound like our government? Well, you see how they act.
Oh, that's one way to put it.
They're control freaks.
Yep. Oh, I hope we pick the right one this year, next couple of years.
Oh, man. I hope we get the right ones in this upcoming election.
Yeah.
I hope we have a big red tsunami.
If we don't, we're in trouble.
Yes, we are. Definitely.
We're
Because
in
we
big
need to
trouble.
stop Biden. Quid pro quo Joe.
We need to drain that swamp.
We need to dredge it.
Yeah.
We need to dredge the muck out of the swamp.
Yep.
If we don't get rid of the muck, the swamp will come back.
Oh
We
yeah.
gotta muck it.
You know what's funny? I notice a lot of these opposite side people, not the R's, but the D's, are all starting to realize they made a big mistake now.
Big mistake. The moderates.
Yeah. Well, I just either use D or R.
Yeah, well, you got the moderates, you got the liberals, and you got the radical liberals.
Yeah.
The radical liberals, well, they're just 3 loops short of a bowl of Fruit Loops.
I know those 3 girls, huh? I know there's a few of them that are.
Mm-hmm. 3 loops short of a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Yep.
I was like telling somebody they're that. I go, you know what? You're 3 loops short of a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Oh, you're a sandwich. Oh, you're a sandwich shy of a full picnic.
Yeah, I know. I actually had a person say, can I use that one? I said, sure. It's the Jack DeBoer original.
Yeah. Man, I am getting too white in my beard. Somebody told me to use grease and formula to take the white out. I told them, stuff it. I don't need that. I'll just shave it.
Yeah, I know.
It's a formula. I don't need no more formula.
Here I am, 45, and I hardly have any white hair. And yet I come across people that are 40, and their hair's almost all white.
Yeah, they look like their grandfather already.
Yeah, I'm like, how the heck did you get so much white hair? I'm older than you are.
Yeah.
You're still right behind the ears there, son.
How old are you? How old are you? I'm 40-something. And you ain't got no white hair yet?
And how old are you? 45? Oh, you're still young. I'm like, well, there's my pacifier then. Still a baby. I'm like, give me my pacifier.
Yeah.
You took my pacifier away from me.
Give me my big boy's height chair.
Hey, time to put on your... I've looked at Peter and said, it's time for you to put on your thing.
You just tell him I'm a big kid now.
I'm a big kid now. Yeah, I know.
I don't go to Toys R Us now. I go to Big Kids R Us now. You guys got... We lost all our Kmarts up here. Do you have
lost a few people.
Do you have Kmart?
See Mary Cody, Tanya, Roy White, see Tamati Joseph, and Diane, of course, and Chuck Taylor was on. I don't know if he still is. I don't see how many people are on. I just see a few names. So I'm not sure how many people are still on here.
Oh, it says live. It's just ticking like 19 or whatever. Usually it shows you up top, but
right on my phone it doesn't.
Why? You got one of them outdated ones?
I have like an iPhone.
You get one of them ones they used to sell at Cumberland Farms, like a real phone. I remember that.
Phone, that's not a real phone.
Do you remember those? Do you remember those? The ones they used to sell at Cumberland Farms behind the counter?
Oh,
those
yeah.
ones that look like a real telephone. You got the little antenna on it. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me now? No.
I remember when they first came out with cell phones. Oh, man. Those things were big.
Yeah, huge.
It was like holding a brick in your hand.
Yeah. Glad I didn't wear that on my side as a cell phone. Whew.
Yeah, I know.
I think change is heavy enough. Carrying a cell phone like that, I'd have back problems.
Diane Frank says, I think he chased everyone out.
I didn't. Frank did.
I didn't.
Jack did.
Blame me.
Well, who else? There's nobody else here but you to blame. Okay.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Keep it up, mister.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You and I gonna duke it out. I thought that was funny when Biden said that. We'll take you behind the I'll take you up behind the bar and whip your butt. Yeah, okay. I can see it now. Bing. Just touch him, he fall back. That
Roy
was so.
says, my cell phone, I was calling in an airstrike. Well, that is quite a nice little cell phone. I need a jet plane over here. I need him to hit this target at...
I know, it looked like the military telephones. The only thing he didn't have was a crank on it. Looked like the one...
The crank ones. Yeah, you got to wind up your cell phone.
Yeah, it looked like the ones they use on Hogan's Hero.
Yep. Oh, I remember those.
You do?
You used to have to carry a battery pack on your side.
Oh, my friend had one. He told me to touch that. And as he cranked it, I jumped my hand right away. Gave me a shock. Holy cow. I got a shock out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Technology has really changed in a big way.
There's my antler layup.
Yeah, technology has really changed.
Oh, God, look who is talking on the screen. Holy cow, she's blonde, and I don't like her either.
Yeah, I remember the old payphones.
Yeah, we had...
I remember we used to have to go in a booth.
And I changed to Superman.
Yeah, I changed to Superman when I went into those.
That door just twirled, and I got in my Superman uniform.
Yeah, I remember the old phone booths. And I remember I remember those old payphones. There used to be one on the wall of almost every single store you walked into.
I can remember two of them sitting side by side, one for Superman, one for Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what Batman and Robin changed into. Into their uniforms with.
They take turns. Batman go in, get changed. Well, Robin's keeping an eye out for anybody that's around.
Oh,
and
boy,
then
wonder.
Batman to keep an eye out while Robin goes in and gets changed.
Oh, don't forget Batgirl.
Batgirl. Well, then they'd both be kind of, Oh, yeah. Did I say that? My bad.
No.
I didn't hear anything. Did you? No.
I had selective hearing on that one. Sorry.
People tell me I have selective hearing. I go, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear you.
Just like the old thing. I speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. And what was the other two?
See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. And I think it's taste no evil or something like that.
Taste? I ain't heard that one.
Well, if you taste evil, that's pretty nasty.
I'm out of here if I start tasting that.
That's where you want to spit it out. You want to gag it. Oh, man. You go, man, that tasted evil. Blah. Bring the garbage can.
Keep doing it, and I got a garbage can right beside me. I'll be doing it.
So do I.
I got one of them Boston Red Sox garbage cans next to me.
I got a little garbage can.
You probably got New York Yankees or something. You're probably a New York Yankee fan.
Oh, do no evil. Roy says do no evil. You're right, Roy.
You know what? You probably got a New York Yankees trash can next to you.
I'm not a big Yankees fan.
Ranger.
I'm
Hey,
not
guys.
big on Yankees, and I'm not
Hey, how you
big at
doing?
sports. Hey, Frank, welcome back.
Hey, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm gonna end this stream.
Oh, okay.
I
All right.
gotta get up. I gotta get up kind of early in the morning.
All right, buddy.
I
You
hear
have a
you,
great
Frank.
night.
So I thank you guys
Good
for
night.
coming on.
Oh, yeah. Have a good night, bud.
All
Hey,
right,
good night,
guys.
bud.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Talk
Jack.
to you later. Talk to everybody later that's out there in chat land.
Later, Frank.
Y'all
Later,
have a
Frank.
nice
Later,
evening.
Jack.
Later, guys.